Oh, hello. Dewi Evans by you. I've had a terrible day, man. They're dragging me over the coals, so they are. Oh, Christ. Oh, I feel like the walls are closing in on me, like, BBC, I said it was injection of air down the nasogastric tube. I mean, it was wrong, So shoot me. Shoot me. I did my best, didn't I? I mean, she must have done it some other way, man. I know she wasn't on duty on the day that they took the x-rays, but that doesn't matter. It's a mere detail. I told my wife about it. She's very worried about me. They say they're calling you all sorts of names on social media, Dewi. And, they all want a piece of you. Well, they wanted a piece of me last year, and I gave them lots of interviews, and they were very happy with me. And they paid me lots of money, and I had, people coming over. Not Liz Truss, Liz Hull. I call her Liz Truss. Liz Hull came over from the Daily Mail, you see, to my beautiful home. And I made her a cup of tea, and I gave her a Welsh cake and all that. But you see, well, BBC, the thing about Lucy Letby, you see, she's a very clever criminal, and she does this thing I call, and it's a new kind of diagnosis. I've just come up with it just today, in fact. It's very clever, much more clever even than the clever criminal Lucy Letby. And the diagnosis is this, it's called flitting. Flitting in and out. Flitting in and out she was all day. You never knew where she was coming or going. She could even do it by osmosis from home. She could actually get hold of that nasogastric tube from her home by the graveyard that the police dug up the garden, and I was all in favour of that. Dig up the garden. I told them to do that just to make sure that there wasn't more insulin under the grass. She was hiding all that insulin, And I think she was guilty of probably some more crimes. I think she assisted in some of the crimes of shipmen, as I believe, when she was a little girl. She started young, and that's why and she was dislodging all those tubes at Liverpool Hospital. 40,000 tubes she dislodged in one shift. Oh, yes, but they didn't spot her. No, they didn't spot her doing that. No. Very clever criminal, you see. And one of the cases I saw, I was very troubled by. The fact that she wasn't on duty for it. But I thought, I don't think that matters. I mean, it's better if she's on duty, but it doesn't really matter because the courts let it all go by, man. It doesn't matter whether she's not on duty, does it? Because, in fact, it doesn't matter. They just wave it through, man. That's the great British justice system for you. And it's paid for my extension. It's paid for a lovely holiday for the wife and me. We went to, where did we go? Morocco, wasn't it, love? Yeah, it was Morocco. I had a lovely time there, got a bit of a tan, and now I'm back. But the Cheshire Police, they don't seem to be wanting to be calling me lately. I'm a bit worried that they've got the ump with me for some reason. I don't know why. I've served them very well, man and boy. I remember that case when I diagnosed my mother with Munchausen's by proxy. I'd never met her, and I had no right to diagnose her, but I diagnosed her all the same. It turned out that the daughter did have an illness, but I stick to my original diagnosis. It was Munchausen's. I learned everything from my old pal and drinking buddy Meadow and Southall. Lovely cracking lads they were both, and I modelled myself after Southall and Meadow. Oh, they were lovely lads. I remember they used to come over, we used to play a game of Ludo and things like that, and we'd have some beer, and we'd talk about the old times of stitching up mothers for killing their babies. And I said, I tell you what, lads, my boys, I've got something coming in the works here that will put you all in the shade. Oh, I'm getting very excited. I need the cup of tea. But I tell you what, lads, they're trying to get me, you see, because they're jealous. They're jealous of my ways of diagnosing, of pulling things out of the air. Out of the air I do it. Oh, I don't care what the bloody pathologists say. They're a load of crackers, man. They're crackers. Dewi, come to Dewi Evans if you want to know who done it. Oh, yes. But I've changed my mind about some of my diagnoses, and that shows I'm an actual scientist, you see. It shows that I'm not stuck on anything. I know I said it under what do you call it in the court, that thing. I put my hand on the Bible and all that sort of rubbish. But I've changed my mind, you see. Because when there's new evidence, in other words, when she wasn't on duty, I've got to change the diagnosis. It's got to be flitting. Flitting in and out she was. Flitting. Yes. And if they drive a coach and horses through any of the other ones that I done, I'll say it was flitting again. I'll say it was flitting in and out. And I will be looking now back to 1942 to see where else she was flitting and what other crime she got away with her incessant flitting in and out and very odd behaviour, like being concerned about the parents and so on. Oh, she was a very clever criminal. And I'm expecting to receive a few more cases from Cheshire Police by email. They'll all be over the shop with all the notes, but I'll print them out and put them all in my sort of order, and I will notice the definite signs of flitting in and out, and I will have her banged to rights.